truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with a Keep It Real session. This is what you call a Keep It Real session because we're not going to hold nothing back. Either you pay to play or get out the way. And this is what the women are saying. This is their truth. They're living in their truth. And there's nothing we can do about it other than, comply or fly. And this crazy part, the men are trying to take back the power and trying to get the women to not to charge anymore. Oh, well, all y'all got to do is A, B, and C, and then they won't want your money no more. And this is the formula. I guess men think that, oh, as long as we do this, the women won't no longer want your money. They'll go back to wanting your character. And I think that's just a foolish, formula. These women out here are not going to go back. And to keep it real, women have always had a price to deal with them. Oh, shit, what's up, Adams? Hey, Dante? I don't think so. Ask Offset. Ask Lil Durk. Ask all the rappers. Ask all the athletes. Ask all the actors, actresses. Ask people with money. They'll tell you. Yeah, they'll tell you that it ain't free to play with these chicks. Ask P. Diddy. Right? Ask P. Diddy. Here's the deal, right? The guys at the top of the chain, the food chain, they just don't even play around, right? They don't even play around. Boom, here's you. Give me what I want. Get out. This is the rich people been playing this game. Right? But now the women are charging everybody. The guys who are, don't have as much money, they're trying to say, hey, it's because, we can change these women. It's not how she really is. It's because you give it to them, that's why they won't take it. No. These women with this Instagram, all their social media accounts, they see at the strip clubs, they see these things, and they say, hey, I deserve that. These women are forming this in their own mind saying, you know what? I want to charge for my services. And we have to listen to the women, man. Quit. See, us men need to quit trying to think for them. We need to quit trying to think for them. They have spoken loud and clearly. Dante, you saying, oh, only woman I would know. Every woman. If you're going to deal with them, any man who's going to deal with a woman is going to cost him a certain amount of money. There's just no way around it. Unless you're saying, oh, I'm not a provider. Are men going to stop being providers? Are we going to start saying, no, we're not providers anymore? And that's where we're at. Even in 50-50, the nigga's still providing. He's still putting up. And I truly believe that women are set in their minds to prostitute themselves out. I think this is what women really want to do. Because why? It makes them feel free. It empowers them. And welcome to the show. I got a guest coming up. Wow, okay. All right, we can bring Dante up. Let me give him a proper intro. You know. What intro I want to give him? I'll give him this one. Okay. Welcome to the show, Dante.
What's up, Mister Brother Ruthless? Ain't no ill will with you this week, because
Okay.
you just another man with his own ideology and views and opinion. But
Well,
what
I'm just
about
gonna,
all the oh, okay, if women just want money, don't you think that's kind of a slap in the face for also the women that been behind man, taking care of man, buying them, paying their rent, you got women out there paying other men's child support for them. What about all the women? All the women that
yeah,
been behind a man's dream. You know what I mean?
okay.
Women been behind a man's dream financially, mentally, and spiritually. What about them
So
women?
let's have the conversation, right? So we
Hmm.
understand there are outliers. Hold up. There are outliers, right? There are outliers. These women that you're talking about are rare. They're not the majority. They're like probably less than 0.1% of women that do some shit like that. And they got to be pretty much fat, ugly, or just ugly. They have to be they got to be old and on their deathbed. But if you want a woman, see, and here's the thing, Dante, if let's say you make a certain amount of money, right? And you reach a certain status, you want best life has to offer. You don't want to, right? Men who get a lot of money, who get their things, they're not going to settle. They don't want to settle for a Shaniqua or somebody who's got 8 kids and 5 baby daddies, right? They want the best life has to offer. Do you understand what I'm saying? You hear me, Dante?
Okay, women. Okay, them women that you talking about
But did you hear what I said, though?
that's in the. I
Did
heard
you hear
what you
what I said,
said,
though?
but
I was asking you a
I
question.
said them. Answer me the question again, man.
Okay. What I'm saying is a man who gets himself in a prime position where he's economically efficient, right? This guy wants to go with all them accomplishments. He wants the best life has to offer. Am I correct?
Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
So that means he's going to want to most likely a really attractive woman, maybe education, maybe not, but most likely education, maybe a little bit, to go to fit into his rest of his accomplishment. And he wants her to be really attractive. So we know that these women aren't taking care of niggas. So you understand that, right?
Ruthless. You went from women just want money to man having his stuff together. Which
Yeah,
topic
but I'm
is you
saying
talking about?
No, what I'm just telling you is, you said in your statement, you said, what about the women taking care of men? What about the women take care of man's this and this paying man that, right? And I'm
Yeah,
saying
I'm talking
that
about
woman has
the.
to leave.
I'm talking about the women. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm talking about the women. The
Uh-huh.
women that's not that don't want a man for money. I'm talking about the women that been in a man's corner. A
So,
woman that's been supportive. I'm talking about them women. And
right.
there's not and there's a lot of women. Shit. I know a lot of women like that that been in a man. There's a lot of women that been in a man corner financially. Financially, well, a lot of black women been in a man corner financially. You just can't make just blanket statements. That's
No, no,
why
no, no.
that's one thing. That's one thing about me that y'all don't like. That's why y'all quick to call me a simp. Because I point out, as soon as I point out the men should be making blanket statements, I get called a simp and a panda. But no, we can't do that because they can turn around and do the same for black men. And you know the stigma we got put on us. We down low, we broke, we fucking rapists. We got all kind of shit put on us. Now, if they start making wicked, they can do the same, put blanket statements on us just like we do them.
So once again, right?
But
All I'm saying, Dante, is the
mhm.
women you're talking about, right? These either they're really ugly, or they are really fat and ugly, or really just super fat, right? And they can't be fat and pretty. The fat pretty girls get them. They're still. So them type of women, right, is who will be in that category on a majority scale that you're talking about, right?
Not
Women,
all of them. Not all
women.
of them are ugly. In
Let
fact,
me finish.
you got attractive
Right,
women that take care of men.
let me finish. This type of woman is the women who, and most likely these women are nurses, right? They have steady income. Okay, these women are the type you're talking about that you would have a chance with. And still, once again, this is very rare, right? This is very rare that a woman's going to take care of a guy, like pay his bills and all that stuff. But I'm not saying there's not exceptions to the rule, but these women are very rare. Less than 0.1% of the women population. These women, because you know why I'm saying that? Because most women are broke. Most women don't have money to be taking care of a man. They ain't trying to take care of a man. So that's what I'm saying. So this brings this point is most men who reach a level of status when he's economically efficient, he wants the best life has to offer. So he wants a nice car. He's not gonna go get the Toyota, right? He's gonna go get that Mercedes or that, or that Infinity, whatever, right? Then you know what I mean? So with all that being said, he's gonna want a very attractive woman to come home to, as part of, because remember, attractive woman like that is part of the win, right? It's a trophy case. You want a trophy wife. And he's going to come. So all this cost. She's not coming for free.
Now,
She's not
now
coming for
let me
free.
jump. Let me jump in before you long winded, bro. And I'll end up forgetting what I'm
Yeah.
about to ask. Okay. Now, what you say? God damn it, Rufus. God damn, boy, you jump from one goddamn topic to another. That's what's fucking me up, man. You're long winded, bro. Now I forgot. Now I really forgot what the hell I wanted to say. Um, shit. Either look. You don't. So you said a woman. So you said a woman are broke. Majority of women are broke.
Yes.
Well, a woman. You don't have to have money to take care of a man. You can have a regular everyday job, a 9 to 5. You got women that still be in man's corner. They ain't gotta have money. They can have a regular minimum wage job, and they can still be in a man, support a man financially. You know, and women, like I say, it ain't what the woman aesthetics is, because the woman, it don't matter. She can be ugly, she can be fine. They still provide for you. I mean, they're still be in your corner financially. Women still support men financially. It ain't about looks. It's about the woman. It's about the woman.
Okay.
But you
So
talking
once
about
again, right?
a man. Hold on. You talking about a man. You talking about a man building himself up from ground zero, and now getting his accomplishments and whatever. But that ain't got nothing to do with women. Women just like you saying, women just want money.
Okay. So let me play this
No,
video. Let me play this video.
Yeah. I think the reason why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people. They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
I'm seeing all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. Honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Wow. See, Kevin, I told you.
And she's
she's
speaking
talking
for the women.
about a certain type of women.
No, us all women want providers. Now, will some women, to
Of
your
course,
point,
but they
Dante, let me help you out though. I'm gonna help you out.
you thinking they all want to be gold diggers. That's the
Let me help you
difference.
out though. Let me help
Of
you out.
course, a woman like to be provided
I'm gonna
for, but
I'm gonna help your
they
argument
don't
out.
mean that don't make them gold diggers.
I'm gonna help your argument out, right? Just to give you a little bit of credence, okay? So I'm not
Okay,
saying you're all the way wrong. Can every woman's a gold digger? Let me preface that. But to make your argument stand, because I don't want to diminish your argument, right? Because you do have a good argument. But I just think you're missing one thing. Are there women? Every woman's a gold digger because every woman wants the best life after, and they most likely get it from men. But can she fall in love and become, and then like kind of do something that she normally wouldn't do, like take, she loves him so much, right? That is a possibility, right? It is a possibility, depending if the history and she has feelings for him, and and she feels sorry for him, but she doesn't want to leave him. Okay, that is a rarity, but it's a possibility. But what we're saying on typically every woman, when they set out the door, when they leave the house, they're looking for a provider. Now, there are a few guys who got mouthpieces, once again, and got good looks that can kind of talk them down. But this, once again, this is rare. This is not the majority. Majority of men don't have game. Majority of men are just average. The majority of men, they have to, they have to do all the extra stuff to get the women. They got to get the roses. They got to do a lot. So many dudes got to be friend zoned to even get the women they want, because they don't have the options. So I'm not saying, Dante, you're totally wrong. But what I am saying is that type of thing comes to a Pacific situation that's an outlier. That's all I'm saying. She's telling the truth. And I'm going to rerun it so you can understand that she speaks for the women, not you, right?
Be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
I'm seeing all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. Honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Now, this is a fact, Dante. We are living in a prostitution era.
if that's the case, hold on. If that's the case, then why is this such an issue about these women calling themselves strong and got their own job? They getting their own job. You know, this is the decade. This is a decade and century where women is getting their own little job and getting their own cars and houses or what have you. That's supposed to be the issue that's going around with men. That women hollering all this strong and independent. They don't need no man shit. But now, now it's just what is it? Either they're gonna be strong and independent, or they gonna end up depending on man and want to be prostitutes. What they gonna be, man?
So let me help you out. So this woman here on the screen right here, this is Sarah, right? She is a successful businesswoman. She's worth probably like 4 or 5 million. everything, her bills, everything. Right? You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm gonna show you something. And show you what I mean. So that way you don't think Rufus is just talking, right? Now I'm gonna take you to another video and show you the same woman. This is a section. Remember, she's a successful woman, very successful woman. Now this is the guy she met. She met this guy here. This is her new fiance, and you're gonna see. We're gonna listen to what they have to say.
When you first heard me say, when I'm in a relationship, I don't pay a bill, did you ever feel like, oh, she's a gold digger?
Okay, did you hear that, Dante?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
She said when she's in a relationship, committed relationship, even though she's a successful woman and she makes over $250,000 a year, she says when I'm in a relationship with a man, I don't pay bills. That's what she just said. These are women's ideology. Hey, by themselves, they'll take care of themselves. But if they get with a man, the only way they're going to get with the man if they take away her bills. So what we're saying is these women, that's why they're gold diggers, they only view men as what they can get from men, what they can benefit from it. Other than that, they'd rather be by themselves. But that's why I'm telling you, I hear what you're saying, independent women and all this. Yes, that's true. But if a guy wants to get with them, because remember, women think they're the prize, Dante. Women think they're the prize. So she's thinking she's the privilege.
You gotta understand. Women have a right. Women have a right to their shit. The damn word I'm looking for.
They have a right to what? To have their demands?
Shit. Not demands, but
the life they want to live?
the word I'm looking for. Start with an O.
Autonomy?
No.
That's A.
Shit.
With an O?
Mm-hmm.
Women have a right to options, to have their options?
Yep. A woman have a right. Women have right to their options just like men do. If a woman don't want to pay a bill and think and she was raised, especially if she think old fashioned ways, if she have old traditional fashion ways that a woman should be paying bills, she have her options and she have her options. A woman should have their options and they should have they standards or what have you. You know, women got a right to their standards and options just like men do. If man want a woman that's feminine, if man want a woman that's feminine, quiet, make him a sandwich, women should have standards and options too. You know, women got rights just like men.
Okay, so we're not disputing and we're not disagreeing that women have rights. This is not women don't have rights. But what we are saying is that these are their demands, right? I just asked you a question. You said, well, how can they be independent? And then that won't take care of man because they don't. Women don't believe they can have $1 billion. A woman can have $1 billion and still want that nigga to pay for the dinner. That's where men and women are different, right? We have a different dynamic towards each other. So men paying for that dinner is something that we do, right? It's part of our manhood. It's part of us being men. That's something we take pride in and we're not ashamed of. And the woman, her dynamic is not to pay for nothing, just sit there and enjoy the benefits. And this is how it's been forever.
Like I say, a woman got certain standards and options, you know, and qualifications. Like I say, if a woman got certain qualifications that she's looking for in a man, you know, hey, that's her right. Just like a man got certain qualifications where he look for in a woman, you know, that's a God given right, you know, shit. So you can't just because a woman want a man to take care of her, That don't make her a damn gold digger. That's the woman. You know, she has her own fucking opinions about life. She got
So
her own qualifications and standards that what she looking for in a man.
any question I have for
That
you?
don't make her a
Here's the
gold
question I
digger.
have for you. What is the definition of a
Don't
gold digger?
a lot of you men be asking. A lot of men
Dante,
be asking for traditional women.
Dante,
Yes,
what is a gold digger to you?
a gold digger is just a woman that's in it for the money. She ain't in it for feelings.
That's
She
not
in it for
true.
money.
That's not true. Both things can be
All right,
true. Both things can be true. A woman can really love you and want your money. She can do both. She can do both because her nature is to be. Her nature is to be a receiver, not a giver. So yes, she can really like you, really love you, and still want you to meet her standards. You know what I mean? So just because she wants your money doesn't mean she doesn't like you, because there's men who got money that can't get to this woman. I'll tell you that right now. Every man with money can't get to this girl, Sarah. Promise you that. I promise you that. Every
Well,
guy,
for every Sarah, there's a Nicole or somebody that ain't looking for a man to take care of him. They just looking for somebody that's loyal and they can love.
and to take care of them. That
I,
means
I, I
part of
said
that. Watch it.
after I got to telling you that every woman ain't looking for a man just to take care of them. That's not their main
Every
objective when
every
they want a good man. That's not their
every
main objective.
yes, the main objective is to find somebody to take care of them in emotionally, physically, and financially. That's the three. Now, are there women, once again, who are ugly,
You know, let
who are
me ask you a
overweight,
question.
who are over?
I gotta
They're
ask you
all
a
women.
question, Rufus.
Hold on, I'm almost there.
Rufus.
They're all women. Almost done. There are women who are ugly, overweight, running to the prison system, trying to get them a man because they can't get a man to commit to them, so they have to settle for the prison relationship. They're ugly, fat, overweight, unattractive women there are a few of them.
Rufus.
Yeah.
If any woman that you ever came in contact in your lifetime, have any of them been into you? I mean, unconditional. I mean, just liked you or loved you.
I got kids, okay?
You got kids,
I got two kids,
like two women of the same mama.
two different women.
Okay, but have any of these women? They can be your baby mamas, or they could be any woman that you came encounter to. Have any of them ever just loved you unconditionally? Have any of them ever been into you just for you?
I was with these women when I wasn't rich. You know, I didn't have a lot of money. You know what I mean? I had them. They
So
were living with me, and I
right
had a
there,
kid.
right there, you just correct. You just made my point. My point in case right there. You just vindicated my point right there.
But what happened is,
You just said that you had women when you really didn't have all that money like that. And that right there just squashed your whole that squashed your
so let's
whole right there. That
so let's
squashed
finish
your
the point.
whole little
Yes.
theory about women. All women want man with money.
Okay, so let me
You
help
just
you.
squashed it right there.
Damn, Dante. So let
Go
me
on.
can you repeat yourself. Let me tell you the whole caveat of the story. What's the ADS, Zoomer? Let me tell you the whole caveat. The one, my daughter's mother left me for a guy because he bought her iPhone. I went to jail, so she got another guy because he had more money. She ended up leaving me. So what's up with that? Because when I went to prison,
She
this
ended
guy
up
was buying her stuff. He was buying her stuff, and she said, "Oh, I'm gonna give it him." And so I'm all stuff she said. But anyway, right? What I'm saying is this:
Okay, how long have
women,
you been how long have you been locked up when she left?
but I was locked up for like a year and a half.
Only a year and she left you?
Mm-hmm. For because some guy came through buying her stuff and taking her out, spending money on her. She went the other way. But then she regretted later because I'm way more worth way more than him. It's too late now. You can't come back, bitch. But now here it is, right? Women are hypergamous by nature, right? If they can see a man that do more for them, spend more on them, they'll leave you. This is why you gotta understand. We know this, man. This is old
I mean,
news.
what part did you play in that? What part did you play in that? What was you just running in the streets all wild and she couldn't say nothing, she couldn't tell you anything? Because you know,
No, I was
the dudes that come on.
I was 30 something
'Cause
years old. I was a grown man. I was, you know what I mean? We had a kid together. And I was taking care of her.
grown man,
I was taking care of her. You know what she did? Let me tell you what she did, Dante. When I started making money, she quit her job. She had a job when I met her, then she quit it. She, I want you to take care of me. So when she got with me, she was waiting for me at the same time to make a certain amount of money. Then she's gonna quit her job and just stay home all day and do her nails. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then I went to jail, and I was, me, I did my thing, and she went with a guy who she thought was more of a better provider because this guy had more money and I think he had an iPhone and some things. So her dumb ass went for it, and in the end, she lost. But that's another story, right? Well, the point is, women by nature look for a provider. They want a provider, even if it's emotional support. They want the man to provide that for them, even if it's sex. They want that man to provide sexual satisfaction for them, and largely that comes with at least having a lifestyle for them. It don't have to be rich, but he has to at least have a job, a good place to stay, for them to at least be with you until they find somebody better.
so when you have your views and stuff about women on here, man, are you speaking from trauma from your past
No,
relationships? And
I
that's
am
what it
not.
sounds like.
No, I ain't no
That's what it
trouble. I'm
sounds
cool
like.
with it. No. I'm cool with it.
No,
Listen, let me ask a question.
let me tell you.
Let me ask a question. I am 100% happy with the way women are. I have no problem with women being what they are. I am not upset about it. I am actually ecstatic that they're being transparent and living in their truth by saying, hey, these are our demands. This is what we expect. Because now I know at least what I'm dealing with. And this is why I put my title, either you pay to play or get the fuck out the way. And that's where it's at, man. I rather be with a woman who I know what my end result's going to be, who I know that she wants money. I'd rather be with a woman than to be with a woman who's lying to me, pretending that she loved me, but expecting more out of me. And then at the end, this is what happened to married men, right? Who spend all this money on these women, put all this invest into this woman, and then she turn around and leave them 5 years later, 6 years later, 7 years later, 3 years later, right? And it's like a devastation. So once again, right, I am happy to see that women are no longer trying to trick men into being with them. They just say, hey, this is what I am. I'm a gold digger. And this is how I roll. I'd rather be with a woman like that than a woman who's lying to me. I'm just honest with you, Dante. I do not have a problem with the way women are. I don't. Actually, I want them to stay in this place because I know what I'm getting. And I have a fair shot to take a look at this.
I think you speaking from trauma, man. Because a lot of the views you be having on here about women, man, I
Oh
think you
no.
really speaking from trauma, man.
So
That's for real.
my view is
A
this,
lot
right?
of dudes, that like you, they come on here and they speak from trauma. But a lot of dudes that come on here, they don't want to admit the part that they played in the relationship. They can tell you all the ills. They can tell you all the stuff that the women they don't want to tell you the part that they played in the relationship.
That's fine. But what I am saying is this: women are standing 10 toes down on what they believe they're worth. And me, as a man, I'm cool with that because now if I don't think you're worth it, I'm not going to give it to you. Simple. Simple. Everything is simplified now. So now if you have money, you don't make that much money, you know what women to stay away from because they're going to tell you. You know that when you see them lashes and all that stuff, that she's high cost. You, Dante, you know you have to get a woman who's probably fairly unattractive, and like
Why
see,
you
like
gotta
you
say
doing,
that?
and she has to have.
See,
Well, I mean, to have
man,
a genuine relationship, right? You have to get with a Pisces woman whose English is really bad and a little bit overweight, and you good.
I've
I'm
seen a
just
lot
saying.
of beautiful women with regular dudes,
I'm
regular
not.
jobs.
Yeah, but you
Man,
don't
they
know
ain't
the end
got
result.
really no money.
But you do not know the end result. That's what you got to understand. Just because
I
of
don't know, bro. You know, you can't speak for everybody because
no, this ain't.
That's women that we got beautiful women that bend over for man that just regular man. That man that ain't
No,
got
they're
no
not.
money, they
No, they
bend over
don't.
backwards for.
No, they don't.
Well, see, there you go.
No, they don't. You don't know a lot of women like that.
You speaking in absolutes. You
You
speaking
is
in
too.
umbrella.
You
You're
is too.
making umbrella statements. You're making blatant
You,
blanket statements now, bro.
you
See,
is too.
that's why
You is too.
that's why I know you. That's why I know you kind of speaking from trauma, man. You had to get over certain for real. You had to go seek you some therapy or something, man. Some counseling, man.
I got another video for you.
I advise that. I advise that for a lot of men to come on here and just have disparaging views toward women. You know,
I got another video
I
for you.
got to.
Okay,
That's
so Dante, let's listen to this video. All right, and then we're gonna let you.
Women always ask me, what happened to men today? Great question. What started out as a good thing, encouraging men to respect women, has swung way too far in the opposite direction. Now, a lot of men are terrified of women, so they wait for perfect conditions before making a move. But courage doesn't exist without risk, and women can't respect men who don't risk anything. So as a man, if you want to be seen as confident, you've got to be willing to look stupid, to get rejected, to be misunderstood. So start by taking small risks. Approach women when you're out and about. Initiate plans with them. You'd be surprised how fast it'll work, because women nowadays, they're not turned off by that kind of effort. They're
Listen,
starving for it. Women always
men,
ask me, what happened?
the only risk that you need to be taking is to the passport office. Okay? It's to the passport office. What the hell, take the risk and do what? Take the risk and go deal with one of these hooligans, one of these feminists who don't even have individuality, who gonna still want to follow everything that they say on TikTok? Come on now, girl. I was with you in the first half. I was with you in the first half.
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
But you lost me.
And don't suck. You just practice being like every other bitch. All the answers to your questions, all the dates you want to go on, all your interests, the way that you talk, your slang, your ideologies, your thoughts, everything. It's all just like every other woman. And he's not intrigued enough to want to get to know you past you being like every other woman.
Yep, all that she just said is what I've been thinking and saying. Because it is very uncommon to go out into today's dating market and find a woman that doesn't talk, act, look, dress, hairstyle, baby hairs, ideas of what a good time is. Like, they all have the same exact idea. It's almost like dating mannequins. It's all the same shit, the same slang, the same innuendos, the same clock it. And it's like, bro, all y'all do the same. Like, bro, there's no fucking difference. There's no true variety.
None.
They all wait for social media to tell them how to be, how to act, what to do, what not to do. And every man with true substance is waiting for the woman to say, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I just want to be me. I want to do what I like to do, how I like to do it. That's all we're really asking for, is for you to be your original self. That is enough to catch our attentions to want to know more about you, especially if you look good. And for women that do swim against the current and are comfortable with being their true selves, we appreciate you. You make the fight in this dating market worthwhile. But you know what? I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna listen to me because y'all damn sure ain't gonna listen to her because y'all just don't like when women tell y'all about yourselves. But you know what? It is what it is.
So we see that This is from the brother, right? He speaks for the men. Women, they seem like they're all the same. Ain't nothing different. Ain't no women out here. Every woman want the same shit. They got the long eyelashes, wearing their butt with their clothes off, and they want money for it. I don't know. I think Dante, the world you live in, I understand that you work a regular job, go to work, you come back, and you probably deal with a few women at your job. That you probably got one or two you working on. You're trying to get in good with.
Okay, you know me. You know me. Mhm.
I'm just taking a guess. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. But I know you're not cold approaching women. I know that 100% sure. You're not walking up to them, especially no bad bitch, talking about, hey, I'm Dante. So what's good? Because the rejection is at 97, 99.9%. This is for every man. It ain't just you. It ain't just you. I'm not trying to make fun of you. This is for every man. Men are no longer cold approaching women anymore because the rejection rate is at 96, 97%. Even if you're good looking. Because women, they don't like you to approach unless they tell you to approach. So because they want to control the situation so they can monetize, right? So they can monetize it the way they want it to be for them. But if you're the one pushing all the moves and trying, like at a mall or at a car, she's gonna get she ain't fucking with you. Even at the concerts, women are not even giving their numbers out. Or even if she gives you a number, a lot of times they don't even return the call or take nothing. These women are funny style like that. So that's why dudes ain't approaching them because they're like, damn, they don't want the games. Niggas don't want to play the games.
Look, at the end of the day, life it got good and bad in life. If
Okay.
you really don't know how to vet a woman, hey, that's on you. You can't blame everybody. You can't blame everybody because you lack the skills to vet a woman. Even if you didn't see the warning signs and red flags, hey, it's not your fault, but it's still you're still responsible for getting over it. You know what I mean? You got to get over it. You know what I mean?
All up right, and I
What's
agree with
done,
you.
what's done is done. It ain't your fault for the breakup, but it's your responsibility to get over the pain. You got to move forward. But that's why you cannot all women ain't got nothing to do for the women that you picked. You picked that woman. You didn't pick the majority. You didn't pick the collective of women. You picked one woman. So you can't have certain views of all women because you ain't never been in a relationship with all women. But y'all refuse. But it's easy.
Okay.
It's easy for y'all to cast out a whole net and judge a whole instead of having responsibility in dealing with that one that you dealt with.
So I will agree with you that we do got to get over it. You're right. Men got to accept that women are gold diggers, and to be with them,
There you
got to
go.
pay.
There you go. See?
Yeah, you got to pay to play or get the fuck out the way. I mean, we got to understand this is the.
Who said you got to pay? Ain't nobody say. Last I checked, ain't nobody got to pay.
Now you interrupted me. What I'm saying is the women's sentiment is either play the way or get out the way, right? Now, of course, you don't have to pay. But they let you know that if you want to mess with me, and you want me, you're going to have to pay a certain amount, and it's just the name of the game. I don't know what game you playing, but we do understand that women are out here charging for themselves. We are in an era of prostitution. I'm talking about what I mean by era of prostitution is no longer you got to go to Figueroa to do this. The average woman you walk up to, you deal with, she's basically, if you go into a chance to get that box, she's going to charge you. She don't either want you to pay her bills or she don't want you to give her cash. That's just the name of the game. And there's no other way around it. You cannot, because the reason why you can't do that about it, because there's too many men that are doing it, because once again, most men don't have swag. Most men don't have game. Most men don't have aesthetic. But they want a lot of it, and they want it from a bad bitch. The only way they're gonna get that bad bitch, if they ain't got none of that, is they're gonna have to pay to motherfucking play. And that's just a reality.
So if you find, let's say you're driving by and see a couple on the bus stop, you're gonna pull over and you're gonna say, hey man, you know, all you gotta watch yourself. All women are just gold diggers, bro. You gotta watch yourself, man.
No,
But they riding the bus. She riding the bus with him. She riding the bus with him. They just as happy, snuggling,
you don't see that. You don't see that.
doing what couples do.
Yeah, but you do guys. Yeah, you don't see that a lot. I ain't rode the bus in years. I haven't rode the bus in a very long time. Right? I'm sorry. I'll be, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I haven't. I'll be going so fast. I'll be looking at the bus stop. I'll be looking at Wi-Fi, trying to make that yellow light. But yeah, I'm not saying that. You don't have a point though. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But the truth is, women are gold diggers, and they're proud of it. They are proud of it. They are proud of it. You know what I mean? They standing 10 toes down. They're letting you know, I'm a gold digger, and either you fuck with it or you don't. Women don't give a fuck about. But men are saying that they shouldn't be gold diggers, that they should be good women. They should be looking to go cook his dinner, put his clothes on, and make sure he got, the trash taken out. All that. No, these women is not going for that shit. They want niggas to come in and be providers off the top, and they don't even really want the relationship anymore. Now, they just want a situationship. A lot of these. This is 90% of women. They don't even want the big relationship anymore. A lot of women just want you to pay for the bills. You come through once in a while because women want to be free. They don't want to have to explain themselves to a man. They don't want that.
Rufus, like I said, Rufus, women have not the options, but they have a they have certain qualifications and standards or what have you, and that they want out of a man. If they want a man to provide them, hey, that's them. But that don't make them a gold digger. They just want a man that they feel that we got women out here. They want a man to provide, and the only thing they should do is take care of the kids and take care of the house.
That's a
like
gold
I say,
digger.
you got
That's a gold
old
digger.
fashioned. You got but what about the women? So what about the women in the yesteryears back and the grandmas and granddaddies when granddaddy was
They
taking
was gold
care of
diggers
the house.
too.
They was gold diggers too.
Yes, he would come and give him a check. Right? She was taking care of him. She married him because he was able to provide a lifestyle. That's money. That wasn't free. She wouldn't got with a broke nigga. When her dad passed her off, when her parents passed her off, they made sure that nigga was doing good.
Your definition of a gold digger is totally different. You got a totally different.
Listen, ain't no parents was sitting they set their children up with broke niggas. Serious.
You got a totally different definition of gold digger, man.
Gold digger means she wants something from you to provide for her. That means she wants money and whatever else she can get, sex, whatever. All of it's the definition of wanting something for somebody without a return on it. These women are not paying niggas back for the money they spend on them. These niggas are not paying niggas back for everything that these niggas are doing for them. They're not. They're not. You pay nigga bitches bills, she's not gonna say, "Oh, here's the money. Here's the money for you. Thank you for paying my bills, Dante." They're not doing that. You paying, nigga. Sometimes they give you sex. Some of these women are just getting compensations. Some women just are charging certain dudes for conversations, and certain dudes are paying for it because they can't have a conversation with a woman because they don't look good enough. They don't have game. They don't have it. So they got to pay. And to be honest with you, this is a point we have to understand. What's the point of having money if you can't get what you want with your money? What's the point of having it then? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got all these talents, if you ain't got no mouthpiece, if you ain't no good looking dude, but you want the best life has to offer, that's the point of you getting money, nigga. That's the whole money's a tool to get you close to at least the things you want that make you happy. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Adante, it's actually better that way. Because check it out. All these niggas in relationship and marriages, you know how much baggage they gotta deal with? They gotta worry about their bitch getting fucked. They gotta worry about their bitch leaving them. They gotta worry about why they can't get along with their bitch. They gotta want to know why that bitch ain't fucking them no more. It's too many things that's going wrong in these relationship and marriages. So why don't you just cut all that out, right? Cut all that dumb shit out, right? Because you know, Obama, if Michelle Obama is complaining about Obama, you know, every man is fucking doomed. You might as well pay up the front, get your coochie, what you want for your money, and be on your way until the next time you see it again. This is actually more healthy. It's more healthy, Dante, to pay it up front and don't have to deal with her baggage. Don't have to worry about her leaving you or another nigga fucking your bitch, because you understand that this is a completely transaction and you ain't got to worry about somebody taking what's yours. It's optimal. It's optimal. And I'm just saying, we try to call it tricking or whatever you want to call, but the bottom line is, it is more healthy when you can get what you want and not have to.
I'm gonna ask you a question, man. I'm gonna ask you another question.
Yeah.
Was the last bad relationship you had with your baby mama, or you had other ones after that?
I had relationships. I had like 4 or 5 relationships after that.
Were they bad, or was they just moderate? You know, y'all left on good terms.
I left,
How many of them was bad?
All of them are bad. All of them ended up bad, and we left on good terms.
Oh, I don't know how that sound, man. That sound kind of. If it was bad, y'all didn't leave on good terms because y'all had a bad relationship.
But we left on good terms, meaning, okay, we're gonna go our separate ways. This ain't working. That's leaving on good terms, meaning we're not enemies afterwards. But this is most relationships. This is 99.9% of all relationships. Dante, motherfuckers breaking up every second. A man and woman's breaking up. This is normal. It's normal.
Of course, people break up. Yeah.
Yes, because
but that'll speak for everybody. You know, that'll speak for everybody.
Dante, that's because they don't get along. Or they don't get along, Dante. That's why they're breaking up. That means it's a bad relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So this is normal. Bad relationships are normal, not good relationships. It's normal to have a bad relationship. So back to my point.
Boy.
Back to my point, Dante.
Told you, man. You know.
It is normal to have a bad relationship.
I wish you good luck at times, man. Because I don't know you.
Good.
You know, I might come on here. I might come on here and fuck with you and, like, you know, call you a trick or what have you. I might have my, you know, come on here and fuck with you. But brother. Only thing I can do is wish you good luck, because, you know, your views in life, man, you're gonna be miserable for the rest of your life, bro.
Dante, you got to pay to play too.
If you say so. I ain't got no money like that.
Yes, you do. You save up your little check every now and then, and you go pay you some pussy. Stop it, nigga. Stop playing.
I know all that, man.
I know, Dante. You ain't got to tell me. But I understand how man nature is, right? I know how man nature is. Nigga want what he want, and if nigga get a little check, he wait 2 or 3 checks, save up his amount he don't, and he go get him a prostitute. right? So you're a trick too. You're a trick too. There's no way around it. Dante, you want what you want. I know you ain't sitting in celibate, nigga, and jacking off, and that's it. And watching porn sites, that's not good enough. You want to fulfill a motherfucking fantasy. So you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that instead of going jumping through all these ropes and getting turned down or dealing with all this stupid shit, you ain't going to pay for that coochie. You're paying for it, Dante, just like every other nigga is. So don't come up here and talk to Rufus like, yeah, Rufus, I just got all these women all over me, Rufus, and I just get it for free. She just like me because of my personality, because of my character. Nigga, you paying too, nigga. But you just ain't saying nobody know about it. But in real reality, you want what you want. That's what your job is for.
No.
That's what your money is for. What's the point of having all that money and you can't go buy you some coochie? That's stupid. So I know you paying. I'm 100% sure.
Okay, Rufus.
So then look it. I'm not here to shame niggas for that. So I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to clown you, but I'm just saying let's keep it real. See, the niggas like Alf said, the rappers, they paying, nigga. And they rapping about it. Yeah, I bought this bitch. So what Future said? She gave me some head and I got her a Maybach. The rappers don't give a fuck. They got all that money and they're buying, fuck it. We don't want to deal with these bitches' personality. We don't give a fuck. Bitch, here's the money. Do what you do. That's what the rich people and the rappers, the athletes, this is what they're doing. They're fucking bitches. They're paying them. There's no way around it. And the poor niggas ain't no different. They might have to wait. They may not be able to get as many women. They got to wait every 3 checks to pay for it. But hey, and here's what it is. They're gonna get with men are gonna fuck. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fuck bitches. And honestly, Dante, I'd rather do that than be gay. I'd rather you do that than be gay, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. I'd rather you pay than go be gay. Because if you're gay, nigga, you are, you know what I mean? I ain't fucking with you. I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off. Forever. So yeah. So niggas want to sit up here and try to clown niggas, call you tricky. But everybody pay, every nigga who like women, who want sex, especially everybody ain't fucking want to have sex with no ugly ass, fat, overweight chick. Everybody can't do that shit. Nigga want him a bad bitch. I gotta spend this little whatever to get at least fulfill my fantasy where I can actually stick it in and do what I do. And she a bad bitch. I'm cool with that. And all you niggas have to admit that shit. Ain't no nigga out here just saying, oh, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna wait for my princess in the motherfucking glass slippers to fall in my arms. Nigga, when that gonna happen, nigga? Never. This ain't the 70s and the 60s no more. Only Cinderella come out your motherfucking air is the bitch with her bills. This is what my bills need to be. And her glass slipper is her motherfucking Cash App account, nigga. That's just the name of the game. This is the women are saying we want you, but only we want you to pay. We give you some pussy, or we give you coffee, whatever it is that you want. And let's keep it real. This is what it is. This is the game. And I hate to say it like this, but somebody got to say it. Married men wives are gold diggers. All their wives are gold diggers. They bought them a gold digger. You got to buy your wife, nigga. Ain't no woman going to marry you and you ain't paying for that, nigga. Ain't no way, nigga. You're not going to get a educated, beautiful, sexy woman on your time within the next 10 years for free, nigga. It's not happening, nigga. Not in your lifetime or mine. Now, can some nigga get some free pussy? Yeah, he jump on Facebook, fuck Shaniqua with eight baby daddies and 20 kids. Yeah, he might get some free. He might be able to sneak in there. You might be able to sneak it in.
She ain't gotta have no kids to get free pussy.
She got to be ugly though, and
She ain't gotta be ugly to get free pussy.
She got to be the bottom of the bottom. She got to be a super unattractive, sloppy, ugly, no good looking bitch. Because if she has any standards, nigga, she's charging. She's charging.
So you saying majority of the good looking women they charging, and
No doubt. Ain't no doubt because they see the what they have done. I'm telling you, Dante. Women see they took chivalry and put it all together.
So what about average? What about the women that just average? Average, they charge
they,
it too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The only way that you're gonna get an average woman who's not charging, you got to be an exceptional nigga. That means you got to be. She's still gonna want you to take care of her though. She's still looking for a provider though. She's not gonna give you money. She's not gonna give you money. Even if she's just an average woman, you're still gonna have to come, take her out to dinner, and do things with her that cost money. All that free shit, and it just ain't. There's only so many things you can do free with. Go to the park, nigga. How many times are you going to the park? Once a month? Once every 2 months? Nigga, you go to some place, you go to Disneyland, you're gonna go to motherfucking to a restaurant. That's the average woman ain't shelling out no money. Because guess what? She know the bad bitches ain't letting you get it for free. So she gonna say, hey, I might be a little cheaper, but you're gonna pay the little fees that I'm charging. Because the average woman is a bad bitch now. She's a bad bitch now because the bad bitches are too expensive. The price is too high. So the average woman is in demand now. And that's why she's like, and this is the crazy part. Most average women, they don't want to be treated like a hoe. So she's gonna, if she gives you a chance at that pussy, you got to be an exception. You got
to. Boy. Po. Well, I can't change your views on where you look at life, especially when it comes to the dating scene, man.
I'll tell you, you can't sit here and tell me that you can't pull up right now. You can't have no girl pull up and say, this is my man, and I would never charge him. You can't have no woman come over and say that. Fuck you. And this is my man, we've been together. You ain't got nobody pull up and just verify that. I'll tell you, I know how bitches are. I know how it is. Dante, I understand you trying to. Dante is trying to look for a wife. I do think you're looking for a wife. I agree with that. But you have your needs. You want sex. And it's easy just to pay for it.
Yeah.
You can still get out the way. You can still get out the way. And then still look for your wife while you pay. Come on,
my battery getting low. I'm gonna charge my battery up. If you still on here, I'll come back up here. I don't know how long you're gonna be on here. I'll charge my battery up.
All right, thanks for coming, Dante.
All right.
Yeah. But Dante is a prime example. He come up here talking about, oh, you don't have to pay every woman don't want money, but he's paying. Dante's paying. I dare any nigga come up here and say they're not paying, and I call him a liar. I'll call him a liar. Now, are there a few homosexuals running around? Yes. They're not going to admit it. Because then, guess what? They don't want to get the broke rhetoric. They don't want to hear, oh, you broke ass nigga. Nobody want to hear that. So thank you for coming. I'm gonna end this one. Until next time, I'll stream later on today around between 4 and 5 o'clock. Until next time, hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, have a good day.